very much for having me. So this is what happened with the album. Actually, it all started with a track. The track is titled Orange Juice. It's track 5, and I really love the track. It has nice deep sounds, deep vibey bass lines and all that. So I used to adore this tune so much, and I decided, no man, I have to name this album after the tune, because the tune is inspired by a lot of sounds, a lot of people, and especially it defines who LaTique really is. That's the type of music LaTique specializes on most of the time, So after all, I was like, let me just name it Orange Juice, because it's just pure music. It's pure deep house, pure techish, and all the bouncy bass lines and all that. So yeah, that's how the album Orange Juice came about, the title. The opening track is track 1, which I featured two of my friends, Salvador and Chief Joint. The track is titled All Alone. So the track is just a simple vibe, simple, pure deep house tune, which gives us a real definition of good deep house music, because it has nice bouncy bass lines that I like. My special thing about music is the bass line, so I love bass lines, and it actually took us a long time to draw it up, because I featured it actually came from Chief Joint. The file came from Chief Joint. I worked on it, and I had a producer block at the time, but then luckily at that time when that happened, Fiso, which is Salvador, he was around. He just had a lot of ideas for the track, and I was like, no man, why not put him in the track and let's just finish it off. So he took the file, finished it off, brought it back to me. I did the mixing, then I concluded, and it was just a pure deep house music. Simple, but I love it, man. I just love it. My favorite tune in the album should definitely be track 9, which is Morning Cry. Well, let me tell you a little story about it. So this is what happened. I was sleeping one morning, then I woke up. It was very early, around 6:30 to 7 a.m. and I had this melody on my head. I think it was in my dreams. I don't know. Probably God gave it to me, So I had this nice melody. Boom, 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 boom. It was all over my head, and I had to draw it down immediately. I went to studio, opened up FL Studio, and worked on it same time. And it was like, and I love, most especially, I love those African sounds. Those vocals, they just define who I am. They also represent Africa as a whole. I just had to blend deep house with some African sound, and it just came out beautifully. That's it, my brother. Well, there's quite a few, but I only featured, I think, 3 people in the album. But I have only 2 favorites, which is Organef 93 and Your Time, So Organef 93, I worked with Pierre Johnson on that. With working with Pierre Johnson has always been the best thing, because he's just keen to work, exactly like Salvador. They're always keen to work, always keen to work. They always have ideas, and they understand my sound, you know. So when we bring our different ideas together, it just gives us beautiful music. So with Organ of 93, it's a banger. I literally did that tune for nightclubs, you know, because I know and I've experienced that, how people respond to all of that. So I had to imagine that while producing it and give out all the best. And with your time, it just has less melodies, and it has more of lows, and it's running, you know. I just wanted a tune that's going straight to the point, and a tune that would give me some nice experience in clubs. So yeah, that's it, my bro. Okay, so a song titled Easy Road featuring PM, it was actually worked on in just a day, you know. One morning I woke up, went to studio, worked on a beat. I loved it. Called PM, luckily she was close by. I was like, PM, no man, you gotta work on this. She had lyrics, you know. She's the simplest person I think I've ever worked with, you know, because she writes. She's a songwriter. Her full name is Phumelele Milazi. She's a songwriter. She just has more ideas, you know. When she got there, she's like, no man, I can do this, and she did it, and we were just happy, man. With the song, it's not really deep house, but it's house music, you know. It has a nice Afro house, Afro vibe. It gives nice, beautiful sounds, and you know, saying easy road, you know, we didn't know that the song says I didn't know that nobody told me that the road would be easy, you know, so he wouldn't leave me this far. So it's actually God we're talking about. Hey yo, this is LaTique, your boy. Please follow me on your social platforms. It's LaTique Official on Instagram, then Real LaTique on all other social platforms. So I hope you got that. LaTique, your boy, one more time. Cheers.